GOAT right now, Drake or Kendrick?
Well, you talking about the battle?
Yes.
I mean, Kendrick won the battle. I mean, come on. I mean, that's obvious. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
I introduced the term GOAT to hip-hop, and then they tell me I'm not the GOAT. And you wouldn't even be saying it if it wasn't for me.
It's only one GOAT. It's only one GOAT. It's only one GOAT. I'm not gonna, banter back and forth. If anyone has anything to say, then say it.
Y'all, let's dive deep into the world of hip-hop royalty. We're talking LL Cool J, Drake, and a whole lot of drama. So, let's start with the OG himself, LL Cool J. This man is literally a living legend, and he's not afraid to remind everyone of that fact. LL just threw some major shade at Drake, and let me tell you, it's juicier than a freshly squeezed gossip orange. First things first, LL Cool J is basically saying he paved the way for Drake's whole vibe. You know that whole rapping and singing about feelings thing? Yeah, LL's been there, done that, and probably has the t-shirt. He's like, I'm the original Drake, honey. And you know what? He might have a point. Let's rewind the clock a bit. LL Cool J, or as I like to call him, the ladies love Cool James, because that's what LL stands for in case you didn't know, was dropping smooth R&B jams and hardcore tracks way back in the day. He was like the perfect combo of tough guy and sensitive soul. Sound familiar? LL was signed to Def Jam back in 1984. That's before some of us were even born, besties. His debut album, Radio, was the first project Def Jam ever released. Talk about making history. This man has sold over 13 million records. And that's mostly in the pre-streaming era. Can you even imagine? But wait, there's more. LL didn't just stick to music. He smoothly transitioned into TV and movies, probably having the second most successful on-screen career of any rapper after Will Smith. I mean, the man's got range. And the accolades? Oh, honey, let me tell you. 2 Grammys, Kennedy Center Honors. He was the first rapper to get that. And he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's right. LL Cool J is rubbing shoulders with rock legends. Talk about living the dream. Now let's talk about why LL is stirring the pot with Drake. Apparently, LL thinks Drake made a huge mistake going up against Kendrick Lamar. Ouch! When asked about the Drake versus Kendrick battle, LL straight up said, Kendrick won the battle. I mean, that's obvious. That's a no-brainer. Double ouch. But here's where it gets really interesting. LL sees himself as the prototype for Drake. He's basically saying, look, I did it first and I did it better. And you know what? He might have a point. Remember LL's hit, I Need Love from 1987? It was one of the first sensitive rap songs to become a hit. Back then, that was revolutionary. LL told Complex, in hip-hop, you only get brownie points for creativity within certain parameters. When you try to go outside of that box, if it's anything not considered 1000% street, you get no credit. Sound familiar? It's like he's describing Drake's whole career. Our boy Drizzy has been catching flack for his sensitive songs since day one. But unlike LL, who embraced his softer side and stayed true to himself, Drake seems to have let the criticism get to him. Remember when Drake first came on the scene, all his songs were about his journey to fame, his love life, and his hometown of Toronto. But then those Drake the type of guy memes started, and suddenly our favorite nice guy was trying to prove he was tough. By 2013, with Nothing Was the Same, Drake was all about projecting a harder image. He was rapping about money and power plays, trying to convince everyone he was a tough street guy. But besties, it came off as kind of fake? Like, Drake, honey, we fell in love with you for your sensitivity. Don't change for the haters. And let's talk about the misogyny in Drake's music. As he tried to shed his sensitive image, his lyrics towards women got nastier. On Live From the Gutter, he's telling women to shut your mouth and take what's coming. Yikes, that's a far cry from the Drake who gave us Best I Ever Had. LL, on the other hand, might have had his share of misogynistic lyrics back in the day, but he grew out of it. Drake? Not so much. If anything, he's gone backward. His recent album, For All the Dogs, is full of lines that'll make you cringe harder than watching your parents try to use TikTok. And can we talk about Drake's obsession with Rihanna? On Fear of Heights, he's still talking about their relationship, claiming her bedroom skills were average. Drake, sweetie, Rihanna has a whole family now. She's moved on. Maybe you should too? Now let's compare their personal lives. Drake's been linked to many women over the years, but hasn't had one long-term relationship. LL Cool J, he's been married to the same woman, Simone Johnson, for almost 30 years. They have 4 kids and 3 grandchildren. Now that's what I call hashtag relationship goals. But the tea doesn't stop there, besties. LL dropped another bomb when he was asked about what makes a GOAT, greatest of all time, in hip-hop. He said, and I quote, "You can't be considered one if you don't write your own stuff." Ooh, shots fired. We all know Drake's had some ghostwriting controversies in the past. Is LL saying Drake can't be the GOAT? The shade of it all. So what's the verdict? Are LL Cool J and Drake really that similar? Well, there are definitely some parallels. They both mixed rapping with singing, they both had a softer image at times, and they both faced criticism for it. But while LL stayed true to himself and evolved, Drake seems to be stuck in an identity crisis. One fan summed it up perfectly. "I think without LL, you don't have Drake." Another added, "Even LL telling Drake you got the L, LOL." The shade. But what do you think, besties? Is LL Cool J the original Drake? Is Drake just a watered-down version of LL, or are they both legends in their own right? And do you agree with LL that you can't be the GOAT if you don't write your own lyrics? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more piping hot celebrity tea. Until next time, stay fabulous and don't let the haters dull your sparkle. P.S. If you want more tea on Drake's beefs and controversies, check out my video on the Drake versus Kendrick drama. Trust me, it's spicier than your mom's secret chili recipe. You are watching Hot Gossip. Bye!